Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we are going to finally finish the grid space portion, at least, of this. Also, I forgot to open that, but I don't think I'll still open it up anyways, but I'm going to just let it sit there and do its thing. Anyways, we're going to get the rest of this taken care of. And also, I've been looking up some stuff, because I got most of the events taken care of. There is still technically one more event thing I gotta do. Shush! Why are you going berserk? Stop going berserk. Don't even have a look. There's still one more event thing that I need to do. And that is to make the sounds for the gate opening. But I did come up with something that you probably can see right now that I want to try out. Maybe don't see it, and I'll give you a hint. It's this thing. I found out that this thing exists, apparently, while trying to see if I can have this stuff play along with the sound of the lever opening stuff. Also, let me just bring this up in case it shows you images you don't want to see. I know, it's mostly fine for the most part. Alright, pull that down. Yeah, just for the sake of YouTube not being angry at me for doing this. Also, I don't even know if there's... No, there is still something here. It's probably going to be like right around here where it goes up. Because let's not forget, this is going to be, at the very least, a nice, thick thing here. Now, there's not too many animations that we need to do in gameplay-wise, because everything kind of just works off of creating or just moving on a certain time frame. And everything kind of moves accurately on a certain time frame. The only thing I'm unsure of is whether or not the player moves along with the enemies properly, despite the fact that they both share the same sequence. But that's a problem we're going to have to worry about at some other point. Like, ideally, we don't have it set, any level set to where you have to go and use the dodging mechanic. Because again, it's probably pretty unreliable if I were to have to say the least. But the option is there. At the very least, the option is there. And, you know, for those that feel like they're good enough at dodging, they can try it out. I wouldn't really encourage it, because dodging is not exactly the most reliable thing, as I have said. Jesus Christ, freaking... There we go. But yeah, we do plan on getting at least animation set up for the levers, because oddly enough, despite the fact that this has the same time as the one over there on Zone 1, this moves a hell of a lot faster for the sound to not be able to catch up on. So instead of just relying on potentially that not working, I'm going to see what I can do about getting my hands on animation. And it's not that difficult. I tried it. All I did was just have one log, i.e. the up variation of it here, and then I had like another one going down here. Like, I've worked with keyframes before, so I know how those work. And my only experience with keyframes is from Dreams, which, you know, I'm glad I at least know somewhat information about, like, that. I just gotta figure out how to, like, fully do it in Unity, because there's still a coding instance that I have to, like, figure out. So, yeah. For the most part, it's still going to take some time to, like, learn what needs to be done to make it work, as well as all the other stuff that we need to do in order to, like, you know, properly set it up, properly have it play at certain time frames. It shouldn't be too hard. I just got to figure out what code I need to use to... Would you stop moving shit? I gotta figure out what code I need to use to make it work. And then once I figure that out, then the rest should be easy. Like sounds during certain points. So if I remember correctly, there's a way you can do a function here, from what I've seen in one of the videos. And if that function is play sound, then that should be pretty easy, right? Just play sound as soon as it's created. I would say, yeah. I'm assuming that that works. Because the while command seems like it would work fine, right? Just have the variable go up and be wow or some shit. I guess... Oh yeah, wait. Well, no, this is going to just be a nice steady incline. And also, why do that? Let's do this. Nice steady incline, but it should at the very least go up by a couple. So I might try to do that alongside some more animation bits. I mean, at least with the gates. I mean, I could show you the gate moving. But I would have to go into the script and open that up. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Right now, I just want to focus on trying to get the last grid space done with. God damn it. There's not that much left. Only 2 left now, right? Yep, these 2 left. They're the only 2 left. Which is great. Because now, all I gotta do... Also, let me just see something for a second. Okay, that is right where it needs to be. I thought we were gonna be like at 20 or something, but I guess not. And the next bit we're going to have to do is set up some prefabs for the rest of what all this is going to look like. I mean, like, theoretically, it shouldn't be that difficult, right? And also, theoretically, I think most of this is going to look like this. So I don't have too much time. I'm just going to have to get done with what I can get done with within the hour. And I'm going to try to get to sleep as quickly as I can. Because I have a lot that needs to be done. I had to move my vacation, unfortunately, because with the move, I need to make sure I have more than enough time to get not only myself situated, but the cat situated as well. I imagine what she's going to think. She's going to go berserk. Not berserk, she's probably just going to be, like, hiding, crying, and wondering what's going on. Where is everything? Why does everything look like this? This is not the usual place that I'm used to kind of deal. But you will soon find out that it's a million times better, cat. Wonder how long it takes for a cat to get used to a new home. How long do you think that's going to take, cat? A bit? Yeah, you don't know. You have no idea what is going to go down. Okay, now I'm thinking if we're going with a mountainous area, everything should have a bit more of an open look, an open kind of spacious look. How open that should be is a question. Definitely is a question. But I do know it should at least be somewhat large. Maybe not like that large yet, but at least somewhat large. Yeah, like... Now because you're kind of like doing this, I'd say we could probably like let this be a bit more open or so. So, oh, nope. There we go. Well, let me just look real quick. So right now we're building this here, right? It makes sense that this would start going up right here because this right here is going to be leading into a secret level. So having a nice mountainous wall here, well, not secret level, it's pretty obvious that you need 10 voice logs by seeing 10 rectangular things here on the wall. But yeah, there's going to be a giant wall here. So ideally we want to make like walls here, right? So So I have the mountain kind of like be here, curve about here, and then just kind of like temper off around here. But this area has to be mostly filled with mountains. And there has to be at least, this needs to be at least big enough so that when you go here, you know, it's just like, oh, wait, right, it's in that direction. But that's a good, nah, keep that in the middle. Have that to the left is fine. That's a lot we can do. Whoops. Yeah, if we were to try to use this space that we've got here, and there's like an area like right here. Where is this again? So level is 2 away from that, right? So right here, the level will be like right around here. Is it going to be low? Probably a little bit. There's going to be a mountain here. Could be a nice containment gate here with like some walls, followed by a level right here, and where this is, right? So level here, gate, level. Thing, final voice log. This is big enough and can fill in multiple spaces. It shouldn't be an issue, right? Plus, I don't know how big it's going to be. It's got to be big, right? So, like, as soon as you get to this point, it has to be, like, at least tall enough. Or mayhaps it gets even taller at this point, and that's where it gets much more longer. While we're doing this, at least make this like a 9 or so. I should probably grab this one first and foremost. Needless to say, I gotta try to like plan out around some areas here. So that would help. Part of me wonders what I can use this for, because can't you do like most animations in Blender and have those move over? I mean, I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to get those done. Nah, it depends. Depends on like the type of animation. 3D movement animation, do I have to do the keyframes in that? Or can I do it in like Blender when it's time for me to learn how to do that, and then do all the other things I need to do with that. Because like I have said, whoops, no, what are you doing? Like I have said, there is one game that I want to remake that I made a long time ago. When I was like around 19 or so. Oh wait, hold on, this is not, I thought this was odd. And that game is definitely smaller than this one, but probably way more difficult. Well, it depends. There are some very difficult levels that I have in mind for this one. But it really just depends on how difficult it is. In this game, your movement's more snappy. In the game that I want to remake, the movement is not that snappy. Movement is actually quite pathetic, how slow you are. Well, slow in a sense where you can't, like, bolt through the levels like you can in this one. In this one, you're basically just pressing as fast as you can press the button. As you can press WASD. Which is a lot more difficult than you realize. Like, you think, yeah, I can press these buttons quickly and at the speed of sound. Surely I shouldn't have any issue doing that. And then you get to the point where you're doing that and you're like, my god, why can't I press this quick enough? All I gotta do is just press this quick enough, and then I'm golden. But I can't press it quick enough, kind of deal, you know? I would say that's the one thing about most of this that's going to be a little bit tricky. Because, like, yeah, right now, we don't have a good way to really fully showcase... Well, no, we do kind of have one, I guess. In the grand scheme of things, we don't have, like, a good way to, like, fully showcase the most heinous... I mean, there is that one laser level that is kind of a pain in the ass, so it depends. You've seen it, I've tried it, I couldn't do it, I think, when I first showed you it, but I was able to do it. Which is annoying how you do it once, but then you can't do it again. Kind of reminds me of the last level of that game I am planning on making. Although the name doesn't really matter because it's really simplistic. It's literally just Labyrinth. Simple name for like a first full game. And can I really say it's a first full game since, you know, I wasn't really too happy with the end bit. And the end bit I'm talking about is like doing certain secrets in it and getting to like a secret level. Like I have said before, I believe. I have plans on remaking that reward by having it just being a full-on zone. I think that would look a million times better. Or that would be a million times better. A 7th zone, 10 new levels and a boss. Yeah, and that game's gonna have bosses too. Which is mostly where most of the animations are. Well, it depends. Depends on how most of that animation is going to work. I don't know how it's gonna work. But it's gonna be in 3D as opposed to the 2D that I did because it was in Game Crafter. Game Maker, I mean, not Game Crafter. Wait a minute. Hold on. God damn it. Well, this is definitely not right. You know what? It's fine. This is an easy fix. All I gotta do is go into here, make this a 1, make this a 3, and put it down wherever the hell it was. Oh, wait, right now I need to do this first. I think it was here. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter about that. Nope, what matters is that we get this taken care of. Okay, let me just move this where it needs to be. So, that's where that is, right? So this is probably where the mountain's going to probably curve a little bit. Most likely. Yeah, I don't need to do too much here. Just try to slowly but surely... yeah, fill that up. Maybe actually try to, like, bring that out a little bit. The mountain will probably be about right here. Make sure you're not. Okay, good. But the 17. Is that good? Yes. Okay, we're getting close. We're so close I can almost taste it. I don't know if this is bigger than the first zone, but it's definitely some size. Alright, so now we just have the mountain kind of just going out a bit to try to enlarge it as much as we can. Oh, wrong one. 5. So I'm going to try to make this part at least a bit more bigger. I do wonder if there is another way to do this part and still have the blocky appearance. Wait a minute, you're all 4. You're supposed to be 5, you nincompoops. Morons, imbeciles. It's fine. Let's see. How about there? How about 3? And how about a bit more than what we had before? So how about like here? Seems good. Okay. Now you need to be a 7 and you need to be a 2. Just for this point. Well, oh, actually, yeah, no, that works. That does work. That definitely works indeed. Indubitably. Okay, now let's just try to, like, enlarge in this part a tiny bit more. For a second there, I didn't think you put that there. Now, I don't think this is matching the size of this. I mean, I could probably try to see on the horizon here. Is that going to work? Not really. Okay, can I? No, I can't. But it doesn't look like you're matching. Yeah, no, that's definitely way taller. Although then again, this is just the side of the mountains. There could definitely be a hell of a lot more mountains here. Where am I? Let me just zoom in on a random block to get where I need to get to. Okay, so I could probably make this one a 7 so that this can expand further. Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Let's take the 2, make this a 7. Try to bring this out more. Make that a wrong 1. Make this a 1. And maybe even have this go down a little bit here so that there's some extra that we could do if we wanted to do more extra. Because let's not forget, from this point right here, this is a nice tall mountain. That probably goes up to the side of this. From right this point here is where that level is. So there's going to be a lot more here, and the mountain's like a very steep mountain, but it's a steep mountain. This is kind of the idea that I want to go with that there. A nice steep mountain. Okay, we're almost finished. And then after we're finished with this... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, you're both uneven. After we're finished with this, I'll start working on... Wait a minute. The decoration prefabs. So then after we get that stuff taken care of, I can get a few other off-camera stuff taken care of. Then we can start building levels, which I'm somewhat looking forward to. I haven't been really cycling out zone building and level building for some reason. But I guess both are important. One's important for one reason, and another's important for another reason. But they're both important in the end, and they must get done with, regardless. I definitely don't think the next... Yeah, Labyrinth is definitely not going to be that big of a game, so it shouldn't take eons to get published. And at that point, I might not do that many Game Crafter episodes, but it depends. It depends, because ideally we get to a point with Paint Maze where we don't have to really worry about working too much, and I can do game development more full-time. It's like I can showcase some stuff off, but not all of it, because I still want to have some kind of surprise for people. That's the wrong one. I wanted to do E6. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, okay, well, now you're both odds, I should have figured. We're almost done, at least with the horizontal bits. I still got to do, like, vertical bits after this. Okay, so now you are the even bit, apparently. Luckily, the rest here should be relatively simple, right? God damn, would you stop freaking... I don't know what the hell I keep doing to accident. I mean, I keep trying to quickly press Control so I can immediately go into moving it. Oh wait, there's still more. 2. And now... Oops. No, wait, that is right. This doesn't seem right for some reason. Yeah, now, the last bit I need to do, which is simple, make that a 3. Put these where they need to be. Not too many now, there's not a lot that needs to be placed around here. But just enough to give it a nice... Oh wait, I don't need to do that with you. Because you are already a 3. Or a 1 at least. That can turn into a 3. Let me just... Yeah, I could probably just get rid of this now, actually. Yeah, so pretty much all that is there. That should be easy enough. Emphasis on should be easy enough. Let me just check this real quick. Alright, still good. Still good. Now you need to be a good solid 5. Move you here. Move you here. Move you up. You can still be a 5. But you... Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on. Yeah, you could be a 7. So maybe you go here or so. Okay. Alright. The first instance of the mountainous crossroad slope. At the very least, we're getting an idea on what that's supposed to look like. But now... yeah, that's it. Now all we gotta do is just start working on decoration. Yes, everything here for the most part in the second zone is now finished. Yeah. Good, great. We won't worry about that one yet. Which one is this again? Yeah, that's that point. So we gotta like build it from here first, then here, then here, then here. Which then we get to see what this area looks like. And debating on whether or not I should try to do some of this part off camera. But we'll see. I definitely could. Okay, now here comes the interesting part. So what we need to do is go to some area and start making some decorations. So I think what we should get right now should be bushes. Let me go to my... I should definitely change this up a bit. Hold on. The map icons of these makes the most sense. But now we have most of this being created and put into the points of interest, i.e. here. I'm getting sick and tired of trying to figure out where this is. So I'm going to move everything to the zone. Well, okay, hold on. Move you. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's technically something else. I mean, I could just... because this is just map icons, right? I could just duplicate these, but now I have to put them all in there again. Ugh, I gotta figure something else with this. I don't know what I want to do with this, but right now let's just focus on the decorations at hand. Okay, so right now we can get some foliage in here. We got house decorations, not necessary. Rocks. Some rocks could be different, I guess. Yeah, we got like round rock 1, P2, yeah. Smooth rocks, spike rocks. And we don't got that many trees. We got an oak tree, palm tree, P1, wherever the hell that meant, pine tree, small trees. But I want to make more stuff here. I don't want to use the same thing over and over again. It's not really ideal. So let me grab this, and we're going to start working on what we need to work on. So right now, I think what we want to do here is a bush. There's a couple of things I want to do here, at least. Oh, okay, first things first. Let me get this moved where the bush is going to be moved. So you... Nope. Well, no, that might actually be... It needs to be because it could be a 3, and a 3, and a 3. This one's going to be interesting because it doesn't have the same... I would say appearance. There's going to be at least a couple of these, I would have to say. Let's see. And just so I can just grab this as it is. Move this down here. This will represent something with this. So I'd say if I want that to work in my favor, I need to do this. Make you a 1 and just you go here. It doesn't matter what your size is at that point. And that is essentially what that is going to be. So if most of that is going to stay consistent, and we don't need to showcase a lot of that, we just put the bushes around. Now, what is this supposed to look like, you may ask? Well, I would have to say it would look kind of like it's either berries or, you know, some kind of leaf. Who's to say? But this is essentially what this is. Nothing too massive now. Whoops. Nothing too massive now. Alright, let's see. I think we could definitely put at least one. Whoop, wrong direction. One here. Oh yeah, I could definitely at least make this one a 4. So that this can go here. And I can definitely at least make this one a 2. Going in this direction. And another 4. That's a 5. That's a 4. You need to be a 5 that time around. Yeah. So you get to see like some bits and bobs of what most of this looks like. But for you, wrong one. You know, I question how the hell you're doing your thing half the time, because half the times it doesn't seem like you're doing anything right. Well, I should call this one a small bush P1, because I definitely want at least a couple of these. So let us save this. I'm going to go in here and just decrease that. So now we've got our small bush. Simple, right? A small bush that litters most of the landscape. Nothing too massive, and not in that direction. It is in this direction. Now, we don't want too many, obviously, because it's supposed to be more like a grassland. I would say, I don't know. That's more like a medium bush, but it's fine. I'm going to make now the next bit, which is going to be called grass strand P1. I don't know if we're going to have multiple grass strands, but like I said, we'll see. Right now we're just working with a small amount of what we can work with here. So I think this one should at least be 3, so it can go into the ground but still be a little bit higher. And here is the simplicity of this, because we don't the stylistic choice is having everything be black and white except for like important bits like poison, water, crates, enemies, lavas, ice, stuff like that. Gameplay object, essentially. Minus, of course, you know, the gates and the levers having a thing and the skull levers fire. Minus that, of course. The point is to basically just have that kind of system going, where everything is black and white. And it's pretty simplistic to teleport. Okay, actually, let me... There we go. That looks slightly better. Okay, I'm gonna wrong direction. And I make you be a 90. A strange looking grass piece for certain. But hey, it works. It's just a nice small little thing we can use here. So that's one bit of decoration there that I wanted to do. I'm actually going to have this try to litter more of the landscape. The next one I want to try to do now is going to be a relatively tall tree. So let me go to trees real quick. I guess I could just call this one a tall tree, P1, because we might have multiple, who knows. It's not going to be an oak tree. No, I think what I'm making here is more so going to be... Well... We'll see. Let me just move this over to here, so I can just do a 0, 0. Let's make this a 13. So you see the way these look with like the branches coming out here. You see the way the pine trees look with stuff coming out there. That's not to say we still won't use these, it's just I want to have at least some unique looking variations going into most of this. So this is mostly what this one's going to look like. Going to have like some different strands going in certain areas. So like that one's going to kind of go here. Or maybe not like that specifically. Now, obviously, some of the strands are going to be completely different. Get some even strands up in here. Probably should have took the other one, but it's fine. Now, this is not all that I want to do with this variation, though. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm centered around this so this is easier for me to work with. Dual 1. Okay, so I don't know if a 12... I mean, it might work. It depends. Let's say a 19. Yeah. And now, aside from that, we want some other branches off to the side here. So we put like a 4 there and have another 2 going over here. But have this one be closer instead of being diagonally. Honestly, I feel like the diagonal bit should at least be closer so it looks like it connects more. To me, that makes the most sense. I mean, yeah, I could, but also that means I have to deal with the minor loading bits that it does, which is kind of annoying. Let's see. No, you fool. Alright, let's see this one. I have no clue what most of that's going to look like, but it's fine. Let's make this one a 6. Where are you at right now? Too close to that. Bring it up. No, this one, I could just do this. Never mind. Alright, another 3 should do here, I think. Maybe another 3 will do. Nothing too big, although I do feel like there needs to be some big places here. And that one goes up there. I mean, if anything, you could just stay as 2, but that would mean you would get... What if you were 4 instead? I mean, it could work, but at the same time, I don't know. Well, let me make you 4 as well. Also, how much time do we have left? 21 minutes. I mean, yeah, I figured as much. It's gonna take a while to get this done with. Right now, we're in the preset phase, where we're trying to make as many unique presets for this zone as we can. Like, we don't have that many, and it's not like we need that many to begin with anyways, but it's still good to want to make sure we have a significant amount of presets. Oh yeah, do I want you to... Oh, wait, if anything, I could probably have this branch be thicker here instead, and then... Yeah. Now, that's just a small portion of the tree here that we can do. The next portion we're going to do now is going to just be the white bits. Theoretically, should be pretty easy. I don't know why I bothered doing that, but we did it anyways. always say it should be easy, but I don't know 100% for a fact if it will be easy. So, like, the idea that I have in mind is kind of like pine trees-esque to an extent, where the leaves are just a little bit around. Nope. There we go. So it just kind of looks like... I don't know what it would look like. Go downwards. Try to go downwards here. It's basically supposed to look like kind of a I guess a blaze tree. When you really get raw down to it, it does kind of just look like a blaze tree. Wait a minute, better idea. Leave that branch open. Yeah, without like any shadows to see what's going on here. It is a bit of a pain to see where everything is at. I should at least... Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go into here. I need to see what the hell I'm doing. This helps. Even if I have to deal with the freaking loading that it does every time I try to move a block. It does help a bit. Alright, let's see. Well, we don't need to fill in too much of the center. It's not that important to fill in. Yeah, sure, the center is good to fill in, but it's, again, not that important. Fill in what I think needs to be filled in. Try to, I mean, what we should do, actually, is try to just get all of the top bits here dealt with. Yeah, there is a very... I can't think of the name of the tree that I'm thinking about, but it's the one that has like a ton of branches coming up. Looks like it has like wing seeds or something. But I don't know, it doesn't feel like that is exactly what I'm going for here. I don't think it's what I'm thinking about. Is it? No, probably not. We can have that one go here, but we can have this one be a 2 instead. This is the same as how this one would be a 2, but going downwards. Trying to like open up more of this. Allow us to get a bunch more of this stuff going. This one can be a 5 though, because it is pretty thick. This one can be a 4. I'm wondering how many different tree types I can build here. How many different tree types could I build? That is a good question. Because, yeah, there is a limit. There's not too many trees we can build. That limit, I have no clue what it is. Whatever that limit is, it's there. And I gotta be prepared to use other tree types instead. Or maybe I can just constantly come up with new tree designs for each and every single zone we're in. That would be good too. Not having to worry about tree designs that much, because we can always come up with something at least. No, I'm gonna be here. Actually, yeah, I'll have that be there too. Okay, this one is probably going to be more outwards. Ideally, it's all just white. Well, not all white. Like you get to see some of the branches here. Minimap wise, it's probably just going to look like a whole bunch of black and whites, even though I don't think that's going to be how that works. I think it's going to kind of just be its own thing. Yeah, then I have the trees going outwards here. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see most of the tree here. We're doing it like this. I mean, most likely not. Tree's pretty high up anyways, right? Chances of you being able to see that tree is little to none. But the tree is there, it's big, and you might be able to see it from afar in a different area. Plus, it's going to most likely still be here. I'm still going to put some oak trees around, but I'm just going to mix up like the two. A few oak trees, and mostly just this. I need all sides to be covered because when I rotate this, there's going to be a lot of stuff to like do here. We have that area be here. You know, despite the black and white appearance, I am still somehow able to make it out to be a tree in my head. Despite how wonky it looks. Although it only really looks this wonky because we don't have like the lighting that's necessary to make most of this look, you know, like there's actual sun hitting it. Which makes sense. Let's see here. Because I don't want too much to be near the base of the tree. Maybe like add in a few little tidbits and whatnot. So much to this one singular tree. That's why none of these have a collision set to it. Because technically, we could just have like a layer where nothing hits it. It doesn't really help. It seems kind of pointless, though, if we were to do something like that. Okay, so yeah, you're looking at it from like mostly this angle. You can see some of the inside of the tree. If anything, I would say we could probably still add in like bits of one here and there. So there's like a little bit extra. Same thing up here. Think of these as like branches that are sticking out, but don't really serve too much of a purpose outside of just, hey, look at me, I'm a branch. Decoration. Yeah, I would never be able to do this in Dream. This computer is chugging along quite nicely still somehow, even with everything that's going on. Okay, damn. This single tree has over 100 block spaces. 103 block spaces in total. Not block spaces, blocks in total. That is insane. That's a tree. Now, ideally, we test this out so that we'll do that later, but I guess I don't have that. No, I'll just, Christ, okay, whatever. So yeah, here's the tree. Hide the land. Where is this? Okay, good. Now, the idea here with this is that there's at least a few trees here blocking your view. Ideally, the tree doesn't block this view. I mean, this is thick enough to where that won't block it, right? Hopefully. Well, where is this at right now? I just want to make sure we're in the right spot. Yeah, we're like going here, going down here, zoom in. Hopefully the tree won't be in the way. I mean, again, we can simply just test it. Or we could bring the tree down a bit. This one like a 90 or something, so that the lower bits are facing that direction. Alright, where are you right now? You're right next to that. I should at least give it a small amount of space here opened up so we get... God damn it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now we could just bring the tree down a little bit more. We'll see. But I want to have some trees here. I like the idea that there's just some trees here. And we're not going to do all of this right now. I just want to test to see what this would look like. Alright, this one will be a 270, I think. Or maybe a 90. Which direction is the direction that is... Oh, that direction. Okay, how about this then? I don't think that's going to be in the way. I could put that here. No, that part will be in the way if I put it close to there. Okay, then why don't I just move... Whoops. Why don't I just move this a little bit out of the way and then move this forward? Not by much, but enough to have like a nice open area here. Yeah, because the idea with these trees here is that they're supposed to kind of just hide all of that. So you can't see that there's anything there. That's basically the purpose of these trees. Is it still in the land? Yeah, still. I can move this over just one more and then make this 2 or 180. And you got some like trees here kind of just doing their thing. Alright, where the hell are you at? 156. Okay, I'm gonna make a U. Put a U in here. And that's where we're gonna get more of our trees. Make this one 0. I should maybe mix in a regular oak, I would say. Regular oak would be nice to mix in here. Okay, that seems good. Let me mix in a regular oak as well. Matter of fact, let me see the difference between this and everything else that we got going here. Also, where is this at? Right here. Yeah, look at that. Also, plus this has a bit here where a branch can be deactivated. So if I wanted to say, like, deactivate this branch, that's what we would do. No, wait, no, we would do this. That's how you get rid of the branch fully. So, like, right there seems like a good place for that to be. No, 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 what are you doing? This thing. You are still in position. Yeah. Nice little thing there. I can still put in some small trees too, so say stuff like this here. How much time do we have left? 7 minutes, not a lot. I'm not going to be able to get to the house decoration at this point. But that's fine. Yeah, see, we could still have like the other trees here. They don't have to just be only in one spot. Same thing here. I could just have like one more here. Like the difference between the tall ash trees and the smaller trees. I want ruins here, though. So this one's definitely going to be built different. Are we going to use a ruin set piece? I don't know. But we'll figure that out. I think most of this should mostly be forest, right? Like, you're in the forest ruins here. Because if you look at this... Well, this is closer to the ruined forest, but it's not really. I think this has a taste of what this would be, except no teleporters. Okay. So, let's go over here. Yeah, with what little time I have left, I'm not going to be able to make... God damn it. I'm not going to be able to make all of what I need to make, so what I could do right now is just put in some more of these trees here. Get this one closer. Where is this at, so I'm not putting it wrong? Good. I'm hoping this is not going to be in the way either. I'll put that over here. I'll let this one be a 0, maybe. Or is that too close to that? Nah, that's fine. We do this to try to give it more variations, essentially. And it doesn't matter if it touches, but I do like having these be spaced out so it looks unique in the sense that they're being placed uniquely. Okay, let me just make sure that we are still in the LAN. Yep. I mean, you go through here, you're going to see a little bit of it. That can't be helped. Although I could at least still try to close off some of it. And maybe get some ruined set pieces. That would just be good in general for the pure sake of trying to, like, you know, pre-prepare for the ruined forest. That's what we're going to do with this one. Okay, where were you again? This one, right. How much time do we have left? 4 minutes. God damn it. Why is it so difficult to place the thing where it needs to be placed? I swear. Is that going to be in the way? It might be in the way. 180 or 90. Whichever one brings us further. I mean, you could still go downwards. That is also an option still. Just keep you going downwards. Ideally, we put rocks here so that we can hide that as much as we can. Because I still want the landscape to look like that, but no, it's difficult to do. Yeah, and then we gotta test to see how the camera goes into this section here. I mean, I could probably try to do it soonish. Are we still in the LAN? Yeah, okay, good. No, this one I want to grab. And this one I want to be 0. Again, mostly forest here. This one, on the other hand, is going to use some rocks. Now, we already got some rocks that we can use for this part. It's not that big of a deal. Smooth rock will look good. I'll just put this, like, right on top of here. You're going to kind of already know where you got to go with the mini-map up here anyway, so it's not really that necessary to make this opened. Ruins would also make the most sense to put here, just so we have some kind of ruin-like thing. Now, where is this again? Right, it's all that. Do I have any form? That is not the right thing. I do not, but I can at least hide it and have the spikes be 90 degrees. Yeah. Good way to hide certain things that, you know, have to be open if you want the landscape to stay the same. Put decorations on it, you know? I think most of this is going to be trees over here, and most of this is going to be houses. Like a house here, probably like a house somewhere around here, maybe. A village, basically. We want a village here. A house is here, some houses here. But this one is mostly going to just be like a forest with some ruins. This one's mostly just going to be grasslands. Grasslands, maybe some fences and farmland, possibly. There's a lot of things we can do here. Not enough time. A minute and 30 seconds left. Generally speaking. Yeah. So we're making some... We've made some progress. We made 1, 2, 3 set pieces. I still need more houses. I want to see if I can get more foliage. Well, not more. I need houses. I don't have more houses. I don't have a single... Well, if you count the one that's all the way over here, I do need more houses, but that's not going to be a set piece. This one is going to have set pieces, which might be used again in the other one, the ice one, but that might be slightly different looking, so we might not use that. Regardless, that's all the time I have for today, folks. We're getting close to an hour, and I'm going to just delete this timer. I'm going to have like 6 hours and probably 30 minutes of sleep at this point, but regardless, thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. We are close to finishing the second zone, which is great because now we can finally work on third zone soonish. There's still like 27 levels that I will try to make some off camera in between music making and a bunch of other stuff. What are you doing? Scratching the chair is what you're doing. Regardless, there's going to be some stuff done with off camera. Despite the fact that we're going to be moving like May 20th or so, you're not prepared for that, that's for certain. So thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Game Craft is right over here, and the most recent episode of Minecraft RTC Edition right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.